don't just stay in the same trot in the same canter all the time. Make sure that you just open the canter, sit the canter, always communicating with them, so you're kind of keeping the telephone lines open. If the horse goes into his own zone, next thing you know, there's a fence in front of it and it shocks him, or you need to take a pull and he's a bit numb down the end of the rein or anything. So always keep them alive just by slightly forward, slightly back. And then when you're in front of the fence and you need to make an adjustment, the horse is really alert and ready to do that. So the water is a big thing for a lot of horses when they're learning. So instead of them just thinking about the water, put a little jump behind it, so then they learn to come forward through the water because they have something else to focus on. So I always start like that. So if you guys in the future are training horses to go through water, think about putting something afterwards to give them that incentive to get there, to do the next question, and then this becomes less of a big affair because it's got to be shared with the next question. All right, does that make sense for you guys? Yeah, good. Oh, very good. Yeah, good. Into the middle. Good riding. Yeah. Body out. When you jump a ditch like this or a step up, it's only one. I go 1 meter away, okay? So that's where I think the front feet's going to land. If that was a jump, I'd be 2 meters. So this one here, I'd be looking at it maybe being like 2 yards away for the takeoff point. So I'm going to land here, 1 step, because it's a step up and a ditch. Then it's like 1, 2, 3, 4 strides, four of our steps for 1 stride. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2 strides, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we're a yard away. It's only little, so I think that would definitely ride on a nice 3 strides, and I'd be looking that you'd want to be sat up in those 3 strides, but with an upright rail or with a ditch or a drop, sitting up is actually exactly what you want to do. So it's built really nicely for you to ride it really, really well. So hold those things, hold. Good. You want to walk the distance from the highest point of the jump. So that is actually from here, okay? Yeah. So if you start here, actually 1 yard here, 2 yards here, you see how much closer you are to the ditch? Yeah. And that's where you want to be, so the horse's middle of its jump is over the rail. So when you come up, which bit of the fence are you going to be looking at? The rail, the top of that rail or beyond the fence. Don't get drawn into the bottom. Hands down. Very good. Up, up. Good. Well done. Uphill to something, you can allow the horse's neck a little bit, and they have to sit and back off, so it takes a bit of stride length away from them. So you need to just keep looking past the fence, just as we've been practicing, and then that helps you, because as you're looking past it and you jump, you're coming back down the hill and your body's already up to allow the horse down. And because you've not been fighting with the neck, you don't get pulled forward as you come down the slope to the side. So hands down, allow the neck, look up, ride right the way up to the base of the fence, let them jump the fence, and then you're in a great balance riding away. Look up, don't look down, don't look down. Up. Oh, nice. Look up to the sky. Oh, breathe. Yeah, body up. Woo. Oh, good. Sit tall, good. Instead of just looking at the jump and trying to get to the jump and over it, actually think, where are you going to put the front feet? And where do you want the front feet to land? And if you think about that throughout the day now, you know that when you jump a skinny, it doesn't matter if it's a big fence like this or a skinny fence. If you've got control of the front feet, you don't have to come slower to a skinny fence than you do to a bigger fence, because you've already got control of that. Does that make sense? And that's how you end up riding in a better rhythm and having more control and more accuracy. Oh, good.